morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and what I got for you today is a neat review. This evil looking little quadcopter is the GW008 skull. Skull drone. See the little skull face on it? This quadcopter appears to be, I think it's a rebranded version of a Huiying quadcopter. Huiying makes actually very good flyers. Every Huiying that I've tested, HY number quadcopters, have been excellent flyers. I really don't understand why the Huiying quadcopters haven't really caught on that well, because every one of them has been fantastic flyer. So I have high expectations for this particular quadcopter right now because of that, if it is a Huiying. Looking at the transmitter, you have, it's an interesting transmitter. It's actually labeled. You can actually read what each of these buttons is for without actually labeling it myself. Normally I have to label these myself with sticky labels on there, but this one is labeled. This controls left and right trim. This controls your flip. This is your flip button, and this controls your rate from fast to high speed. This is for controlling forward and back trim, and this is for controlling left and right trim. Now this is advertised as also having headless mode. Now I do not see a headless mode button listed on this transmitter, nor did I read one in the instructions that came with this quadcopter. So I am going to try around, these buttons do not appear to be operational, so it's not these, the pitch and roll and the throttle stick, but I will try holding down the flip and the high and low speed and the left and right trim buttons to see if those have headless mode. But again, I have not seen any reference in the instruction manual or on this transmitter on how to activate headless mode and one key return, which again are both advertised to come with this quadcopter. So let's go for a flight of the GW008 skull. Looking at this before we do, it has pretty lights. This actually might be a great night flyer, and I'm going to try to get around to doing that tonight to also demonstrate night flying ability of this quadcopter. So if it is a good night flyer, you'll see it at the end of this video. So let's go for a flight of this quadcopter. The battery it uses is a little 150 milliamp hour battery. Okay, the battery's plugged in. I'm binding it. I'm going to try. Today I want to do a hand toss. It's been a while since I've hand tossed a quadcopter. Let's do it. Okay, we're in beginner rate. Oh my. Very nice little. Now before we go too far, let's try these buttons out again. Which one's headless mode? That's not headless mode. Flip button's not headless mode if you hold it down. The high rate's not it either. Intermediate, expert. Let's try this button. That's not headless mode, so I'm not sure it has headless mode, folks. I tried all the buttons. So that's it. I give up. I could not find a headless mode. Which rate are we in right now? Intermediate. Let's go to expert. This is the yaw rate at expert. Beginner. Intermediate. Expert. Nothing changes for yaw rate. But what does change is the pitch. Which means it's probably pretty damn fast. And it is. At expert. Let's go back to beginner. It's still pretty respectable, even at beginner. Okay, let's go back to those flips. Let's go to intermediate, and let's try something. Get some speed. You can't do it. Because I got to let go of the... Well, let's see if I can do it this way. What I did was, folks, I was giving a forward pitch, and at the same time I moved my thumb over to do a flip, and it did not like that. Okay, let's see if we're still okay here. The red is the front. Yeah, it's a nice little quad. It'd be a great indoor flyer too. Let's see what the range is. Let's send it downstream until it... Okay, I'd say the range is about 30 meters. So, respectable range about for a little quad this size, 30 meters. Is it still on its, on there? Oh yeah, there we go. I don't need to walk all the way over there. So 30 meters, it's a backyard flyer in effect. Also, indoor flyer, especially with those prop guards on it. I bet you if you took the prop guards off, this becomes one little mean machine. How hard is it to take them off? Hold on, folks. Let's take a look-see. Well, it wasn't difficult to take them off at all. It was just a clip on each arm, and you just pull up in the prop guard, and it pops right off. Okay, here we go again. It doesn't like to be hand-tossed. We'll just hand launch it. Okay, let's see what we got now. Oh yeah. Flies much better without the weight of the prop guard. How about the flips without the weight of the prop guard? Yes, better flips. Very good little flyer without those prop guards. Let's go to intermediate. That's not intermediate, that's intermediate. Oh my goodness, much better. Well, that's to be expected, isn't it? You know, if you don't have to lug a heavy weight along with you, should be much better. So, without the prop guards, I don't know about it being an indoor flyer anymore. It's pretty zippy now. I'm trying to expert now. Oh my goodness. It's a little rocket now. It's a real little rocket now. Yeah, this is great. With you know, like I said, Huying makes damn good flyers. If this is Huying. I want to go back to expert. Great little quad. You know, some silent. I'm just going, wow. Without the prop guards, wow. Of course, without the prop guards. Every quad is better without, if it doesn't carry the lug of weight around of prop guards. Oh, this is fun. Good job. GW or Huying or whoever you are who made this. Wonderful. Look at that thing. Great little quadcopter. I want to try this at night. Let's bring it down and see if it has power to do something. I want to try. Let's punch it. Let's punch it and send it up. Here's a little skyrocket. Oops, 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 oops. Didn't stop that time though. You got any more power? You're not blinking yet, so yeah, should. Wonder why I didn't like being hand tossed though, but that's okay. Maybe it, without the prop guards on, it becomes a little unstable for hand tossing. Still got power for flips. Yeah, he's getting the power starting to run down a bit. Keep in mind, this little 150 milliampere hour battery. So yeah, it's getting sluggish. We're going to drop here shortly, and that's about it. I'm not going to run it down. It doesn't. I don't see an LVC warning, or do I? Yes, I do. It's blinking. Sorry about that. So I'm going to stop it right there. I don't want to wear out this little 150 milliampere hour. But overall, yeah, this is a hell of a flyer, especially if you take off the prop guards. I like it. Again, this is the GW008 skull drone. It is advertised with headless mode, one key return. I could not find a way to operate that or start headless mode, one key return. I think that might be an error, and somebody will prove me wrong, I'm sure, in the near future. But again, a fantastic little flyer. I like it. I like it without the prop guards. So, hope you enjoyed this flight. Let me get a thumbnail. This is Quadcopter 101, signing out. Night flying of the GW008. Look at those bright lights on the eyeballs of that skull. Let's go for a flight. Just getting used to the stick commands. And here's a good little night flyer. It's like a little cockroach with lights. so you can see it because it's so tiny. Remember, if you can see the lights, that's the front. It's the only way you can tell because these lights are all the same. One issue about it is the lights are difficult to discern, you know, front from back. So fun little quad, GW008. Okay, that's enough for tonight. It's 2 for 2. Okay, again, this is the GW008. Let you see it. Hope you enjoyed that flight. Quadcopter 101, signing out.